Ooh, wow. This is probably so far my favorite episode of the season. Definitely my most favorite episode. It's John just revealing the truth with what's happening, and everything is never ever as it seems in history. You'll never know what really happened on those fated days where we were not alive to witness ourselves. And just by looking at this, you can clearly tell that, damn, John, you just been through the ringer. And John's constant chase of being the hero he so seeks to be, only to fall so short every single time. And I really do empathize with the guy because, jeez, man, he just can't catch a break. He really does want to be the hero, not for the fortune and fame, but to help people, to feel useful for once in his life. He feels like he gets so close to being there until someone just pushes him back. And who knows? Did he give up? Probably he did for a while. He probably did for a while because apparently he's been on this in that world for a pretty good while. You look at a guy, he got beard, mustache, and again, I see a lot of dudes with beard, mustaches who are actually a lot younger than me. So who knows how much time really has passed there? But that world, it's best not to use logic. It's not. So, going through this storm pretty much had them facing some mental issues. Weiss, I guess, she's passed by it. They just passed by it. They ain't really fixing Ruby Weiss. They just passed by the storm as they were talking, learning more and more about the truth of what happened to Alex. And apparently, she has a brother, Lewis. And I've always known Alice herself, well, Alex, was never really a nice person. A lot of implications about Alice and whatnot. Some say, well, here, I got hair. Oh, fuck. A long one, too. What the fuck? What are we doing? Anyways, it's a lot of people believe that Alice herself, in our world, the one we're talking about, was a troublemaker, one that destroyed Wonderland, brought it down to its knees. Some saw it as a good thing and some saw it as a bad thing, while others saw Alice as its girl who was the hero who did save the place peacefully, you know? But a lot of people don't know this for sure. Each one has their interpretation of how things happen. In a way, in a way, Alice kind of reminds me of the Chosen One from Fallout 2, where many people believe that the Chosen One helped the Wasteland, while others believe they caused it to get even worse. And it'll turn on your playthrough, but that's how it reminds me of. It's just the storyteller. Watch the storyteller on YouTube. Very fun to watch. Anyways, the brother, it's just been lies. Lies, 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 man. Is all I'm saying. The cat, the curious cat, has been lying the entire time. Well, not telling the truth. Wow. Didn't lie, not telling the truth. That's just like our media here in real life. Our media and politicians. They don't tell the truth, so they didn't lie. But anyways, he believes that Alex probably used Lewis as a sacrifice in order to go to her world and wrote the story. Wrote him out of the story. Just like that. But it caused her extreme paranoia. So whatever that caterpillar did to her really caused her to get worse. She was already a little brat before they met the caterpillar. When she met that caterpillar, she really had trust issues. The question is, what did she see? That's interesting. And John was trying to be the hero, make sure things lined up with the story, but only to end up failing. Or maybe he did play his role, but not the way he wanted to play the role. So the tree is just giving on to life force. It makes you restart yourself, the ascension. And I guess going to the tree for Ruby and them was not a very good idea from the start. Because John told him that. The cat has been BSing them the entire time. wow, what shock. Seriously. And I feel sorry for John. Other than that, I do like Weiss. Weiss, she's always my favorite character. But I do enjoy how she's just been the comic relief in this show. She's been the comic relief every now and then, funny. She's only a comic relief because only she's always in an embarrassing moment of herself. She tries so hard to be firm and composed, only to have a little banana peel slip under her, and she just always something happens to her. And it's just funny when it does happen. It doesn't happen too often, so when it does happen, it's a treat to watch. Okay, the second part of this episode was between Yang and Blake. I guess Rusty's finally answering the call because, let's say we all agree that America does terrible, terrible LGBT representation in their shows and movies and comics and stuff. Majority of it is just terrible because it feels forced in, no good build up, or it's just not good at all and stuff. But so they're trying to fix that. I get it. They're really trying to fix that. Have them more. Because remember, I was complaining about it. I didn't mind if they were together. I just wish they would show it to build up, not just it come out of nowhere just because fans demanded it. Which in a way kind of ruined the writing and kind of made Volume 4 and 5 kind of very, very irrelevant. That's why a lot of people don't like Volume 4 and 5. Because think about it. After Volume 3, Blake spent the entire time with Sun. Sun was the one who was meeting the parents and helping her out with her own personal demons and stuff like that. Her going home and everything. He was there for it. Okay, you say, oh, he's there for a friend? Yeah, but you usually do that in a relationship kind of stories. So, and then it turns out, nope, she could only for Yang, but which she barely really talked to or hanged out with. It just happened. Which would take people off. They wish it was Yang instead that would have went. Now, if Yang instead went, it made more sense. But then again, Yang had to do her own thing, which is also understandable at the same time. It's just that they could have waited a little bit longer and for it to happen. A nice build-up is all I want, people. A nice build-up. Take your time with these things. So when it finally happens, it feels satisfactory. Even though we see them kiss, it still doesn't feel satisfied because it's just a complete bumbled mess, in my opinion. But then again, a lot of people do agree with this, and a lot of people are just happy that it just happened. So, good for them. So anyways, it seems that Yang, Blake, and Weiss are going to be going through it just fine. Yang and Blake are improving on the relationship. Weiss is trying to find a way to move on to find what purpose she will have when she gets back home. The only person left is RWBY. John has Crescent Rose. She sees Crescent Rose, but instead, she's not sure she wants to be a huntress anymore. That's what I'm thinking right now. RWBY doesn't want to be a huntress anymore. After everything she went through, after her childlike fantasy of wanting to be a superhero, save the world, and stuff like that, she's realizing, has she really saved anyone? Everything she's done ever worked. She seems to be getting herself bigger than what she got herself into. What can she do? So because of that, she looked at that and was like, nah, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. So she closed the case. Oh, man. Dude, really good episode. It was. Now, I still like to know what is Neo up to. What she wants in all this and what power she has gained. I don't know how many episodes this volume has, but if it keeps this nice, steady pace that it's been having so far, a lot of people have been enjoying it because it reminds them of the original RWBY. Yes, without the cool choreography, but when it just focused mainly on Team RWBY and not really on this big world aspect, which they have talked about what happened with the remnants and the relics, how Salem has the relics, but they did save the people of Vale. But then again, what's the point if Salem gets all the relics and she destroys everything? Everything. I thought Salem was that kind of power could destroy everything all she wanted to already. Use some giant energy laser or something to destroy everything. But okay, let's just hunt for these relics for all these years. But whatever. All in all, great episode. Definitely great episode. Looking forward to next week for that because it's gonna be nice to see how what happens next. Like I said, I'm betting on Ruby not wanting to be a huntress towards the end of this, but hopefully we'll see whether or not she'll get back in the game. But this is so far a good development volume for Ruby herself because we've been wanting this for a long time and we're finally getting it. So thank goodness. So with that, I will end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course. Hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.